Hello guys, here is the CS student, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get the flag for this challenge from the CTF on HackTheBox, we just finished maybe on the 25th, 24th, I remember. This was a pretty good CTF. If you guys don't know it, it was run by HackTheBox. I had the pleasure to participate in it, and we actually did pretty decently. Kind of enjoyed it, not gonna lie. And today we're covering Drobots. I will cover other challenges in other videos, so make sure to watch them. So today we're doing Drobots. I already started the Docker container, or basically the website, and you can see it's over here. So first thing that we can see is username and password, and it's basically just like nothing, right? Like we can see, or we can try some stuff, right? First thing that we can try, especially if you are into cybersecurity in the offensive side, you might know this thing called SQL injection. However, they give us the files so we can have a look at them. I already downloaded the files, and I'm gonna just open this in Visual Studio Code, and I'm gonna show you where the vulnerability is. But first, let's go to routes. Routes, by the way, this is a Flask application, so you will be able to see a lot of things, especially Python. So this is the login, and this is mainly the thing that we need to bypass in order to get the flag. We need to log in as an admin, right? So there is login and there is a post, and we need to send a post request in a JSON format where there is a username and the password, obviously. And then if there is no username and there is no password, it won't allow you, and it will return you a 401 error. So then it runs this function, which we don't know yet, which we will check very quick. And if the user is valid, if it's true basically, then you give the user a session, and that's it. Otherwise, you just return invalid credentials, which says forbidden status, right? 403. Anyways, let's jump into this login function, and I'm just gonna close this part. As you can see, login, it takes a username and it takes a password, and there is a comment over here that says we should update our code base and use techniques like parameterization to avoid SQL injection. So there is this string, and as you can see, it uses F strings. For those that know Python, this allows you to put parameters inside. However, these parameters are made by the user, so that might be vulnerable, and in fact it is. So it takes a username and it takes a password, right? And what can I do right away? I'm just gonna delete this part so I can explain. So this is where we start to put like all our stuff, right? In this field is where we put the username. And how can we bypass this? Even if you don't know much about cybersecurity, but you have done databases, you might be familiar with some stuff related to this. And doing queries might be familiar to you as well. So I want to get to admin, right? But the thing is, I also need a password, and this query alone will just query the admin and the password, and it will return the user if there is a user matching those two things, matching the admin and matching the password. However, I don't know the password, and I don't need to know the password, indeed, because I can just do this. I can just say admin and then close the quotes. So this is closed, and then there is this quote alone that we need to close eventually. And what I can do is like or open quotes 1 close quotes equal to open quotes 1, and we leave it this way so it closes automatically. So this part was already in the initial query, so all this is my own query, right? And what this is gonna do is gonna say, okay, get me the username where it's an admin, or 1 equals to 1, sorry, 1 equals to 1 all the time, because 1 is equal to 1, and that returns a true statement, right? And password equal to password. So we don't really care much about that part, so we will skip it, because this will evaluate to true and it will give us the username. Other thing that we could do is we can just do this, and normally it will just comment out the rest of the query, which is all this. So it will be something like this instead, and we will leave the quotes over here. But for now, we're just gonna run this part so you guys can see that what I'm saying is true. So let's just put this first, and let's just put a single dot, and that should run perfectly. The reason why I already explained is because this will evaluate as an admin, and it will get the admin, but it will also evaluate as true for the next part, and everything else doesn't matter. So if we run it, and as you can see, there is an error, and the error is because I have the double quotes here. Now if we don't put this part, because as you remember, these quotes were initial in the query, then we should be fine. So let's just delete the double quotes, and we run it, and we're in. As you can see, here's the flag, and now we can put it back in the challenge and submit it, and there you go. So that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to watch the other videos about HackTheBox, which I will cover in very soon videos. See you.